Greetings, history students. Some of you had some questions about the thesis writing assignment. Let me show you here exactly what I'm looking for and where you can find the question that you're supposed to answer and where you can find the document that you're supposed to read. First of all, make sure you go to the Canvas site and select your course. After you've selected your course, look on the left side, this menu on the left side here, and select Modules. After you've selected Modules, then scroll down to Module 4. That's the module that we're finishing up now. There, under Module 4, you'll find the question that you'll be answering here on the top of the list, and under that you'll find associated documents, or well, like the reading here. This is the reading you're required to read to answer this question. This is the PowerPoint that I showed you the other day in class, just giving pointers on how to write a thesis statement. I've also included here a rubric, a grading rubric explaining how I will be grading this assignment. And finally, if you have any questions at all about the assignment, you can post those on this discussion board here. This link to a discussion board. This little symbol here is for a discussion board, if you ever see that. Also, if students can answer questions on that discussion board as well. So if you know the answer to somebody's question, feel free to answer in case I'm slow in getting back in responding myself. Okay, let's go on to the question then. Let me just open up the question and read the instructions. Okay, I've opened the question here, thesis exercise middle ground. Let me just read the instructions as I said. The textbook, Chapter 3, talks about indigenous people and Europeans interacting in a middle ground where the two groups operated as equals, trading with each other and sharing in rituals like gift giving and drinking. In this middle ground, contact between Indians and Europeans was mutually beneficial as both gained something from these encounters. Here's the question now, or well, the specific instructions. Read the document included in this module entitled Nicholas Denny's Describes the Micmac Fur Trade. This reading presents an account of the sort of middle ground relationship between Micmac Indians and French traders in the 1600s. After reading both the document and the section in the textbook that talks about the middle ground, answer the following question. And here's the question. Do you agree that the interaction described in Nicholas Denny's Describes the Micmac Fur Trade is mutually beneficial to both groups? In other words, do the Micmac and the French equally benefit from their interaction? Answer this question by first providing a thesis statement no more than 3 sentences long. This statement directly answers the question. Next, support this statement with 3 different direct quotes from the reading. These quotes, along with a brief explanation of how the quotes support your thesis, will be in bullet form. In other words, you're just listing your supporting points. You're not writing out a full, a formal essay. Your question then should just fit, your answer should fit on 1 page. Okay, well, bring hard copies then of your responses, that single page, to class to turn in on next Monday, the 21st. And remember, this is a graded assignment and it's worth 10 points. Now, I've also included here below, you'll see a rubric. You can find the rubric as a separate document under the module, or you can find it right here attached to the question. At any rate, this rubric will provide will tell you how I'm grading the assignment. if you get full credit in these 3 criteria, then you'll receive the full 10 points allowable for this assignment. Okay, one more thing before I sign off then. If you have any questions, again, you can just go back to the Modules tab and you can look for the thesis writing assignment with this symbol here for discussion post. Click on that and that will open up your discussion post here. You can just click reply and you can type in your question. I don't understand blah blah blah, whatever. I mean blah blah blah. There you go. And then post reply. Okay, but I'm just going to cancel, of course. Okay, so again, if you have questions, post them to the discussion board and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Good luck with the assignment. Talk to you later. Take care.